Hello, everyone. My name is Brooke Branch, natural wellness educator for doTERRA Essential Oils for those who don't know me. And I really appreciate everyone being here tonight. And we're going to learn lots of information about oils you never knew. And hopefully we answer all your questions as well. I'm going to share my screen now and show you our presentation that we have. And I will do let's see, view, present. Okay. And I was having internet issues earlier. I am praying that they don't happen anymore. Um, but, you know, you never know. I'm really hoping. My internet was literally in and out every minute or two, and it was driving me up a wall. So anyway, welcome. This is a summer essentials workshop. And most of you are in our Summer Essentials private Facebook group, and if you are, then you would have seen hopefully the announcement post that shows you all the different oils and sprays that you can get for for free as our gift to you, so you can check out how great these oils work. So if you've never tried doTERRA oils before, they are much more pure and potent than what you've probably used in the past. And that's what we're going to talk about as well today. So if you have not gotten your sample yet and you are new to doTERRA, then definitely let me know, or the person that invited you, whether it's Devin or Lavender Joy or Allison or Stephanie. There's a couple, all different people from our team may have invited you here. So, and if you're not sure what we're talking about, definitely reach out to that person after and we will point you in the right direction. We have, I'll show you. Well, I'll show you in another picture what they are, but they're really cute and they're all different ones for oils and sprays, like I said, for summer. And here's my contact information. But like I said, you can also get in touch with, obviously, the person who invited you. That's what you should do if you have any questions or if you want to get started with the oils at the end and things like that. So introduction. So if you could type in the chat your name and if you did get a roll-on or a spray, what your choice was, what you got, and what you think of it so far, and where you're joining us from, and also your top 3 health concerns, so we can make sure to cover everything, that we answer all your questions and cover your concerns throughout this time that we're spending together. So the agenda for tonight is, well, we just talked about introductions and health concerns, and I will introduce myself in a second, in a little more detail. I do want to say that my intention is to empower you to use these oils for yourself and your family for all your health and wellness needs. And I'll talk about my inspiration for that when I tell my story. Then we're going to talk about the 3 cool things about essential oils, the 3 ways to use essential oils, the benefits of supplementation, which a lot of people don't realize that doTERRA is much more than an essential oil company. We really are a wellness company. So we have supplements, we have spa products, we have what else? Everything, toothpaste, personal care products, and nutrition line and things like that, with all different smoothie type things. I'm sorry if my brain doesn't work that well. I had x-rays at the dentist yesterday. I was telling Gail before everyone got on, and it kind of addled my brain. I don't know, maybe I'm just so used to everything being natural these days, and afterwards I had an instant like brain fog headache, and it still continues. So hopefully I know the material well enough that I can make this work. So if I can't think of words and things like that, I'm going to use my spearmint oil. I'm going to keep that close to me because that definitely helps, and for clarity of thinking, clarity of thought, and we'll go from there. How to get oils in your home, we're going to let you know that at the end as well if you're interested in that. And then like some housekeeping next steps, and then we're going to raffle off a prize for those of you who are here at the end. So let's get started. So who am I? I am a doTERRA team leader, and here's our team, some of us from our retreat last year at the Jersey Shore. We're all from, most of us are, yeah, I guess all of us are from New Jersey that are in this picture. And you'll see Lavender Joy is in there. Devin is not there. She wasn't able to make it. Like I said, she does have little ones. And then I also love living the wellness lifestyle. I'm going to talk about how I got started with the oils in a second. And also I am wife and mom of twin 14-year-old boys. So it's getting interesting, ladies and gentlemen. um, just a little bit about how I got started with the oils. About 5.5 years ago, I was looking for a solution for my boys. They didn't sleep that well. They were like drooling and not breathing that well and stuff. And I brought them to the allergist, and he said, well, it's kind of hard to tell exactly what they're allergic to, but just give them steroid spray every day. And they were 8 years old at the time. Just give them steroid spray every day and give them allergy medicine every day, and they'll be fine. And it just didn't sit right with me. I had started to get into more natural solutions. I joined a holistic moms club, just trying to start dipping my foot into those waters and see what I could learn. So I started researching, and doTERRA essential oils just kept coming up in my searches. And I said, oh, I wonder how I'm going to get started with those. And about 2 weeks later, I don't believe in coincidences, my friend Amy, who's in the middle here in black, um, I saw that she had posted something that she was working with doTERRA. And I was like, that's what I'm going to try. That's who I'm going to try it with. So I went to her house on Thanksgiving Day. She lives near my parents. And I bought the biggest package I could and started doing some research about what to use. I ended up looking on Pinterest, and I made my own nasal spray for them with tea tree oil, lavender, frankincense, which are all anti-inflammatory oils, by the way, and some distilled water. And what do you know? It actually worked. They could breathe better at night. I put those same oils in the diffuser so they could breathe them in too. And it was just such an aha, empowering moment for me as a mom. That's why empowerment is so important for me, that I and my team members, that we impart to you how useful these oils are, how well they work, and how you can use them as well. Like 80% of your health and wellness issues can be solved through or supported through using oils rather than having to go to the traditional Western medicine. And we're not saying there isn't a place for the Western medicine, because there, definitely is, but we're just saying that it should, at least for us, it's the last line of defense, not the first. We have our box of oils, we have our books and internet. We can look up anything and everything, and you'll have us to also rely on for all of that information, because we're here to guide you every step of the way. And it's, believe me, I've seen so many things that have shocked me over the years with these oils. And I'm sure the ladies on the, I know that the ladies on the call, Gail and Devin, would say the same. So next, I just wanted to show you the Summer Essentials line. This is the one that I was talking about, that you get to choose one of these, including boob sweat as a possibility, to help you out this summer. So we have, insect repellent and for insect bites and things like that to cool you off, with peppermint. And I think that one has patchouli in it. So we have lots of different options, and you're welcome to check out those recipes in our announcement post in our Summer Essentials community group. Oops, I don't know how that happened. It's so touchy. Anyway, so let's continue. So does anyone have any questions about anything I've said so far before I start with the 3 cool things about essential oils? Okay, so the first one is that they are safe. So they're natural, and they don't have side effects. You don't build up a resistance to them. So they, actually your body ends up needing less and less of the oils over time, because it really works with your body. And you'll see in the next slide, it really is like a lock and key. Your body knows exactly what to do with it. And it comes from the leaf, the stem, the petals, all different parts of the plants. So, and ours are called certified pure tested grade or therapeutic grade, CPTG. And we set ourselves apart because, there is no, how would I say this? There's no regulation when it comes to essential oils from the FDA. They say it's a cosmetic product and you can put anything in the bottle and say anything on the label. It doesn't matter. And that's really scary if you think about it. I don't think many people know that. So that's why there's such a huge price difference, among different brands of oils, because the quality is so all over the place and you really don't know what you're getting. So we always say you could buy something that says 100% pure, therapeutic grade, whatever it says on the bottle, and it could be like Febreze inside, completely synthetic. So when you buy your oils at, let's say, TJ Maxx or on Amazon, that's pretty much what you're getting. So you have to be really careful about that. We set ourselves apart because we basically put our money where our mouth is. We prove what is in our oils because you can type in the lot number of any of our bottles of oil. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a lot number on the bottom of every bottle, and there's a site called sourcetoyou.com, and you can type in the lot number and check out all the 57 different tests. We also do third-party testing. We are known for our quality, and when you're using these oils to support your health and wellness, it's very important that you have those therapeutic benefits, that you're not using something that's synthetic, because you just won't get those results. So you also just don't need a lot of the oils because they're so pure and potent. So you end up getting a lot more for your money, basically, which we will see as well. So peppermint is one of my favorites, and one that I've been smelling now because of my, I'm just definitely going to take advantage of this moment. So if you, we call this the human diffuser. So you put it in your hand like I did, just one drop of peppermint. And then this is what I would do with you if we were in person. And then we rub it together and then inhale and take as many deep breaths as you need to. And it really is energizing. It clears your head. That's why I've been using it a lot, because of my issue with the brain fog that I had from yesterday, from the x-rays. But anyway, so it's energizing. It promotes clear breathing, as you would imagine. It cools off your body, so you can use it topically and put it on the back of your neck, and you can get rid of a headache by putting it on your head. So there's so many different ways that you can use it. It helps with digestion if you put it on your belly. And you can see from the three letters A, T, and I that they can be used aromatically. This particular oil, aromatically, topically, and internally. And we're going to be talking about those three ways very soon. But that's what those little codes mean. And on each bottle, it tells you how to use them as well. If it has supplement facts, it can be taken internally, by the way. And it also tells you. Let's see. So the second cool thing about essential oils is that they are effective. So like I said, they work like a lock and key. Our body is made up of thousands of natural chemicals, and these oils are also made up of thousands of natural chemicals. And so our body just knows exactly what to do with them. They are oil-based, obviously, because it's oil, and so are our cells. So the essential oil can penetrate the cell to get inside to affect change on a cellular level. And so the brown thing that's in there represents a virus. And so the oils can get inside, and guess what? These oils are, in many cases, antiviral. What is not antiviral? Antibiotics. So the antibiotics are water-based. So when you take an antibiotic, it can only affect change outside the cell. It can't permeate the cell like the essential oil can. So it can help with that pinky purple thing outside the cell, but so can essential oils. They are antiviral and antibacterial, antifungal. I mean, all different things depending on the oil. There's different, percentages of those properties. And so what else was I going to say about that? So, also antibiotics, they kill off all the good bacteria as well. So you have to take probiotics with that, make sure that you're putting good bacteria back in, but still your gut is affected forever if you, I had a holistic doctor tell me the other day that's on our team that if you've taken an antibiotic ever in your life, your gut will forever be changed by that, and that it stays in your system for 9 years. So pretty amazing. My family has not had antibiotics except for once. My son had it because he had 104.5 temperature, and my husband would not hear about using oils for more than like a day, but it did bring his fever down to like 102, I guess, in a day. but he, we didn't want to mess around. So we took that. He ended up getting hives all over his body from an effect from the antibiotics. And I was like, oh, I knew I shouldn't have done this. But anyway, sometimes, like I said, you just don't want to mess around and you want to just go to that. And my husband had an issue last week with diverticulitis. And again, he would have needed surgery and all kinds of things if he had what's it called, an abscess and an infection. And I was like, okay, let's go for the antibiotics. So, you can't, like I said, you can't mess around, but there are so many things that, and that's in 5.5 years. My other son hasn't had any antibiotics, neither have I, since we came across doTERRA, because we have oils like On Guard, which is our immune boosting blend that's antibacterial, antiviral, and things like that. So I use that by, taking, by drinking it in water, by putting it on my skin topically, like bottoms of my feet, which we'll talk about, by putting it in my diffuser. So these are, and I can't tell you how many times I've felt something coming on, and when I catch it early with these oils, it just stops it in its tracks. You just have to be consistent and do it a few times a day. You can't just do it once, and just like with antibiotics, you have to take it for 10 days. So with this, you also need to be consistent, doing it a few times a day, and it will, go away. But it is important to catch it early. Sometimes with kids, it's a little harder because they don't tell you until it's full blown. Devin, did you have something to say?
Yeah, can I just jump in on that for 1 second? Just
Sure.
because, so for the last week, so like Brooke was saying, sometimes young kids don't have the chance to tell you when something's wrong. So my daughter actually had a double ear infection and and pink eye. So once it got that bad, we did need to use antibiotics to try to subside some of those um, reactions. However, I did put some to kind of enhance the antibiotics even more, some lavender and lavender and basil around her ears, which I normally do for an ear infection anyway. And I think we were going to get to this anyway in a second. But I just wanted to let you know that in addition, my son actually ended up having the same symptoms as well as myself and my boyfriend a couple days later. And I diffused when we got home from vacation. We were diffusing On Guard house like it was the only thing that existed in this world. And we put it on the bottoms of our feet, and uh, we got over the same illness, not only in half the amount of time, but also with half the amount of side effects. So we never actually developed the pink eye. My son did, but the rest of us didn't. And additionally, we didn't have to take the antibiotics for the ear infection. None of us ever dealt with that ear infection. So these oils really do work. They really do help your immune system. They really do help and with your body in fighting any type of infection or viral illness that you're going against. And actually, my grandparents even went to the urgent care and said, what can I do for this? And they were like, nothing. We got relief. They did not. So it's really a testament to the power of these oils.
Thank you, Devin. Yeah, I know, and I know, I'm sure Gail has had a million experiences like that too. So, yeah, and there are other oils too, like tea tree and like, frankincense and lemon and lavender. A lot of them are antibacterial and antiviral, but On Guard is the one that's our main one, and then you can add others to it, and we can help you with that. And you can use this as a preventative too. Like Devin was saying, if one person in the house is sick, maybe no one else will get sick because you're diffusing On Guard, so it's coating the air and everything. And we're going to talk more about aromatic use soon, but really powerful stuff and really empowering to be able to have these tools in your home. I don't know what I don't remember what I did without them. And it's funny because I opened a drawer the other day and there were a bunch of like cough syrups and all these other things, and I forgot about them for literally the last 5.5 years. It's like a time capsule because I have not needed to use them. So I just got the chills. I really feel so like these oils really are so powerful, such a game changer. So, okay, does anyone have any questions so far? Or, if you don't feel comfortable speaking up, which you're more than welcome to, you can again type your questions in the chat. Okay, we're going to keep going. So the other cool thing, and Devin will talk a little more about this here too, is that these oils are affordable. I kind of touched on it before, but because they're so potent, this particular brand, doTERRA, it they really do end up being pennies a dose. So um, so much is spent on healthcare each year. We have to, the co-pays and all the big bills you get afterwards that are surprises, which, has happened to me many times. I'm sure it has to all of you as well. It's just so much easier to take care of these issues at home before having to, go to that level. And Devin, why don't you talk a little more about that with, when your kids have gotten sick, what you've done with their ear infections and things like that.
Okay, perfect. So lavender has been a godsend to my family. Between ear infections, eczema, um, even teething. I mean, it has been an absolute, like I said, godsend. So when my kids were teething, I would put tea tree and lavender along their jawline, and it made an absolute world of a difference. They would go back to sleep. They would wake up the next morning, and it was like they weren't even teething. It was either their teeth broke through, or they were just not phased by it any longer, or at least they went back to sleep for that night and we could deal with it again in the morning. Same thing with the infections. We used to use, or we do use. They don't get them as much anymore now that they're a little bit older, but we do use lavender and basil around their ears, and we do it all the way around their ears, down the bottom of their neck, and around the base of their skull. And it's made a world of a difference again. You know, they go back to sleep. You don't have to take off of work the next day, call out of work, call them out of school, pay for school anyway, or daycare, depending on what you're working for. Um, you know, you go to the doctor, you pay the copay, you go to the pharmacy, you pay for the script. It's agonizing, to be honest with you. As much as you feel relieved because you're helping your child, at the same time you're like, okay, well, I've wasted an entire day when I could have done this from my home. So it's really empowering to be able to do that straight from your little toolbox. I also use it for eczema. It's relieved that itch and that scratch. She usually gets it on the back of her neck. I'm not sure if it has something to do with her lotion, her shampoo. I don't know what's causing it, but the fact that I can fix it is so rewarding. So lavender is a great item that I have on hand. I also use it for burns when I burn my hand on a hot pan or something like that. I mean, there's an abundance of uses for lavender, and it's something that I always make sure that I have here.
Yeah, it really is. I think a lot of people think of lavender, and I did too before I started on this oil journey, of just being something for calming, but it calms the skin
Yeah.
too. It's very anti-inflammatory. So that's why it was used in the nasal spray for my boys when they have a rash after going to the beach on their inner thighs. I put that on there with a little of the liquefied coconut oil, which we're going to talk about. It's called fractionated coconut oil. I would put that on their inner thighs with the lavender, and in the morning it was completely gone. And like Devin said, for eczema, for any kind of skin issue, I have roller bottles of lavender mixed with the fractionated coconut oil, and I just roll it on for anything from a cuticle that's hurting to, the eczema or the rashes or or a skinned knee or anything. So really soothing in many ways. And for, teething, I mean, it's amazing. So, and you don't get more gentle than lavender. So it's great for babies. So in terms of aromatic use, that's the third way to, or sorry, the second way to use oils. And is that the second way or the first way? I'm losing track. Oh yeah, it's the first way. Okay. So second, no, I thought the last one was affordable. So that was the third cool thing. So the first the first way to use it is aromatically, although I did touch on it already a little bit. A lot of people know, and you could, post in the comments if you have a diffuser, if you like your diffuser, what oils you use in your diffuser, what you use it for. So we have lots of different kinds of diffusers, obviously from doTERRA, and it's great because when you diffuse, it can be great for uplifting your mood. So something like wild orange, which is pictured here, is great because any citrus oils, if you think about where they're grown on a tree, in trees, and so they're great for uplifting mood. And our oils that are calming, if you diffuse those, like balance oil, which has a lot of deep-rooted trees in it, frankincense, which comes from a tree, lavender, that also is like a bush that's close to the ground, that all is very calming and grounding. So you know, based on where something is grown, you can kind of tell what it does for your mood, which is pretty amazing. So you can diffuse, like I said, sometimes in the afternoon, I love to diffuse wild orange and peppermint. It's uplifting and, wakes you up, and it also, positively impacts your mood. So, so instead of that afternoon coffee, that's what I use. And then it can cleanse the air. So like we said, if you put On Guard in the diffuser, it coats the air, everyone's breathing it in. So it literally is kind of like cleansing everything. And so if one person's sick, not everyone will get sick. And then it can also be great for respiratory issues, like our Breathe oil that's pictured here that has peppermint, eucalyptus, something called Ravensara, cardamom. It's really great for the respiratory system. So you can use that topically too, on your chest with a little of the coconut oil, or you can put it in the diffuser, which helps my kids breathe at night. I sprinkle it around in the shower so that it's like a spa, and it really opens up my sinuses when I need to do that. So there's all different reasons to use oils aromatically. And like I mentioned, you don't have to just have a diffuser. You can also be the human diffuser, like I said, and put a drop in your hand, rub it together, and then careful to avoid your eyes. You can just inhale very easily. So, and it shows wild orange can be used aromatically, topically, and internally, and Breathe can be used aromatically and topically. So you wouldn't take that internally. Most of our oils can be taken internally, but it will tell you if you shouldn't take it internally, and that's just because of the oils, the natural chemicals that are in those particular oils. It doesn't have to do with quality. It just has to do with the chemical constituents. So the second way to use essential oils is topically, which we also touched on. So here's a picture of the fractionated coconut oil. And so it's just liquefied. The fatty lipids have been taken out, so it doesn't solidify at room temperature. So it can be put into roller bottles. Like here's one that's doesn't have a label on it, so you can kind of see. So you can buy these on Amazon and make them yourself, and we can teach you different recipes that you can make for your family. You can make one for a pain blend. You can make one for calming. You can make one to keep you cool or calm you down, whatever it is. So there's so many different options with that, and it takes literally 3 minutes to do it. And then you can also put oils on the bottoms of your feet to affect change throughout your entire system. So, normally if you have a roller bottle and you put it on, let's say your belly, you have Digest Zen, which is our digestive blend. If you put that rub it on your belly and then rub it in, it can help with stomach upset. And if you do the same thing with Deep Blue, our pain blend, basically, you can put that with the coconut oil in a roller bottle or just in your hand, put both things in there, rub it together, and then rub it on whatever hurts, like if it's your shoulder or something. And we use the coconut oil as a way to dilute the oils. So some of them, like we said, they're very pure and potent. So if something has something minty in it, or if it's a hot oil like that has cinnamon or clove in it, like the On Guard we talked about before, the immune boosting blend, then we would want to dilute, especially for sensitive skin or for children. So we can also help with that, how much to dilute. But pretty easy. You just dilute more for children and less for adults, depending on skin sensitivity. So internally, we use oils for um, to affect change systemically as well. And so you can use oils in water. You can just put a drop. Let's say I put grapefruit all the time in I have a metal water bottle. It's important when you're using citrus oils to use metal or glass, not plastic, because it pulls toxins out of the plastic. It's very detoxifying to your body, but it also tries to pull toxins out of other things too. So we don't want to go there. We put them in water. We can put them in veggie caps, which are um, these little empty capsules that you can that we sell, and you just open up the capsule, and you can, if you don't want to taste the oil but you still want the effects of it, like for a natural antibiotic antiviral type thing, then we have a recipe for that. Then you just open it up and you drip those oils in, and then you just close it up, and then it's like a pill and you can just take it that way. So that's another option for internal. And then you can also put it under your tongue, like for brain fog, which I've been putting frankincense under my tongue all day to help with brain fog. And you can put other oils under there as well. Frankincense and Lavender Joy is going to talk about lemon. I just wanted to mention frankincense before I forget. Frankincense is great for the nervous system, which is why it's great for brain fog. It's great for so many things. We say when in doubt, use frankincense. So it helps with calming, with like stressful, anxious feelings. It helps with the nervous system, like I said. So if you have any nervous system issues, you can put that on the base of the neck or on the bottoms of the feet to help with those issues. And then it also helps with healthy cells. So you can read between the lines on that. And what else? And also skin. So I don't know if you saw in the groups on any of the vendor groups or in our group about with my father-in-law's head, how he had all these age spots on his bald head. And then I had him using frankincense. He didn't even use it consistently. He used it intermittently for like 2 months and they almost disappeared. So it's great for skin. I put that in my moisturizer as well. So Gail, Lavender Joy, why don't you take it away and let us know about lemon, which is one of the, most affordable oils and does the most.
Okay, great. Thanks, Brooke. So first I want to let you know the qualities of lemon essential oil. It is anti-carcinogenic, antidepressant, antiseptic, antifungal, antioxidant, antiviral, and it's also an astringent. My favorite way to use lemon essential oil is in warm water in the morning, and sometimes I also add honey, and so it's like a nice lovely lemon tea, and I use that for detoxing, and that's how I start off my day instead of starting off with coffee. Lemon is great. One of the reasons I'm called Lavender Joy is because I make all my own products, my own laundry detergent and shampoo and all that good stuff. And in the laundry detergent, I add lemon to boost the deodorizing of the laundry detergent. And a friend of mine does not make her own laundry detergent. She uses doTERRA On Guard laundry detergent. And she adds a little lemon in there because her son works in a fast food restaurant and she couldn't get his clothes clean. And she was able to get rid of those little granules that you put into the washer and just use 10 drops of lemon in the washing machine. Lemon is also great if you have oily hair. You can put some into your shampoo to add to the cleansing effect. And lemon, white vinegar, and distilled water make the best all-purpose cleaner there is. I use that to clean my friend's shower that hadn't been done in a while, and there was some stuff caked on, and it just came out so beautiful, shiny, and sparkly. And then also, lemon with white vinegar is the best stain remover you can find. I decided to just try it one time. I got permanent hair color on my shirt. It bled into my shirt when I sweated. And I thought, okay, it's already ruined. I have nothing to lose. So I saturated the shirt with the lemon white vinegar mixture, and it took out all of the permanent hair color. It's just the best stain remover ever. Also, if you mix lemon with peppermint, not only is it good for focus, but it's good for concentration. And there's actually been studies done that show that when kids inhale lemon essential oil before taking a test, they actually do better. They get better grades. Lemon also removes the sticky residue when you take a label off of something and you know it's a little sticky. You can use lemon to do that. Or if, God forbid, gum gets into your kid's hair, you can use lemon essential oil to get it out that way. And also, one thing that's important for you to know about lemon and other citrus oils is that they can be photosensitive, which means you do not want to put them on your skin topically um, within 12 hours of going into the sun. So that's not to say you can't use the citrus oils. It's just a good idea in the evening, use your citrus oil, and then you have the rest of the evening and all the time you sleep. And by the time you get out into the sun, you're nice and safe. Otherwise, going in the sun when you've applied a citrus oil can give a sensitization, a bad effect on the skin, and we want to avoid that. And that's what I have for you regarding lemon.
Thank you very much, Lavender Joy. Yeah, I use lemon to clean my entire countertop. It really gets off all that greasy residue, like Gail was saying. And I also use it in my dishwasher to keep it fresh. I use tea tree oil as well. So I just drip a couple drips of each of those in every time with the detergent and with the natural detergent, which I'm sure I could make myself, but I haven't gotten the recipe from Lavender Joy yet. Um, yeah, so it keeps it from getting that gross, musty type of smell in my dishwasher. And you can do the same in your washer, right? So I know you've talked about that as well. So, okay. So does anyone have any questions before we move on? Okay. Okay, so just quickly, we wanted to touch on the mental health aspect of oils a little more because our team leader and very good friend, Dr. Amy Moore, is a PhD marriage and family therapist, and she has been using these oils with her patients for the whole time that she's been with doTERRA for about 6 years. And these are her main recommendations, although there are many variations of this, but this is her general protocol that I wanted to talk about. So we talked about how balance oil is our blend that's very grounding and calming. And then we have other citrus blends and citrus oils like wild orange, bergamot, and elevation that are very uplifting. So there's all different, and different oils work for different people. So I really suggest that if you have issues with needing uplifting mood, or if you're anxious, that you should try out different oils like these, and we can help you go through those, and we will definitely be able to find something that helps you. So then our vitamin pack, it's called Lifelong Vitality Pack, is also a great foundational product for mental health. And I'll talk about that on the next slide in more detail. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. And then copaiba is like a CBD oil. It is a cannabinoid, but it doesn't come from the hemp plant. It comes from a tree in the Amazon, actually. And it really helps with the nervous system, with calming. A lot of the things that I said about frankincense could be said about copaiba. Nervous system support, skin support, immune support, all different things. So it comes in a soft gel, and so that helps a lot with anxious feelings, and it keeps, I take 2 of those every day, and it keeps me calm, helps with inflammation and things like that. And then we have the adaptive line, which was specifically formulated a couple years ago for stress and anxiety. So we have roller bottle that you can roll on. We have a regular oil bottle that you can put in the diffuser. And then we have soft gels that you can take internally, actually capsules that you can take internally. So I do all 3. I have twin boys, like you heard, and I need all the calming I can get, especially during the school year. And then Serenity, if you have problems sleeping, which a lot of people do, we have Serenity soft gels, which are just lavender and a calming amino acid, and that's it. So totally natural, works like a charm for many people. Again, not everyone, but most people. And we can always send you a sample if you're wanting to try that out as well. My parents swear by it, and they have been very, it took them a while to get into the oils, let's put it that way. But I saw my mom putting, and we were at a family party, and she put lemon in her water. She brought it with her. I was so happy. And then she takes the Serenity soft gels and she puts lavender in her diffuser at home. So we're getting there. My dad puts the deep blue on his knees. So deep blue again is the one for like for pain. So let's continue. Does anyone have any questions about this? And again, we can talk individually. You can reach out to the person that invited you, and we can definitely help you with a protocol for mental health issues. The Lifelong Vitality Pack, we talked about, I mentioned we were going to talk about supplements. They are our #1 selling product for a reason. If you're not sure where to start and you have pain and you don't have energy and things like that, you need some focus. These are a great trio for foundational health, and there's a money back guarantee. So if you try them and you don't feel any different, which I felt amazing when I first started, and I still do, but when I first started taking it, I was like, wow. Basically you can just return the bottles. Well, actually just call them and they'll give you a full refund. You don't even have to officially return the bottles. So, but I've never known anyone in my almost 6 years with doTERRA that has returned them because they work so well. But they come with a food nutrient complex, which goes into your system as real food, not just as vitamins. And then an omega fatty acid blend, which is very important for brain health and other, lots of other systems in the body. And then cellular vitality complex helps with the brain and like lucidity, basically, which, brain fog and things like that, brain health, memory, things like that. So all together, and all of them have essential oils in them too that work with these different things that are in these supplements. So the first time I took them, my brain was like Swiss cheese brain, as I said, because my boys did not sleep through the night for 2 years. They had sleep apnea, and it was really a mess. So I felt like my brain would never be normal again. And I took these and I had so much energy. I was folding sheets at like 11:30 at night, and my husband was on the couch like, what's gotten into you? And I said, I don't know. I think it's these supplements. So I really can't go without them. They're just really make me like I can think again. And they've definitely helped with this brain fog issue I've had from yesterday too. So I'm loading up on those. I wanted to, and if there are any questions, Gail, obviously let me know and feel free to jump in. I'm just going to talk about briefly the 3 types of people that we work with so that we know, so that you can let us know when we connect where you fall in these, among these 3 options. So we have #1 is people that are VIP customers, which we have a special group on Facebook with lots of education for those people who want to live the wellness lifestyle and start incorporating oils and other natural products from doTERRA into their life. And then #2 is someone who has tried out these oils and products and wants to tell everyone they know about how great they are and not keep it a secret. So that is someone who would want to be what we call a sharer, someone that wants to host a class or wants to refer people to us and get a commission or free oils, things like that. So we have lots of options as far as that goes as well. And then the 3rd option is someone who wants to build a residual income. And that's the type of income that you build with this, because we have VIP customer accounts basically. So people have their own account and they're ordering many times, very often, because they're living this wellness lifestyle. And so it's a residual income and it becomes a retirement income. So, whether I fall asleep for the month of July or I'm working for the month of July, I will still get the same, amount of residual income. My check will be just about the same as before because I've built up this residual income stream. So it's really powerful. And we are an amazing team and community, and they're all my best friends. And I really could not be more grateful for this community. So next is Does anyone have any questions about anything before I just talk about the 3 ways that you can get started with the oils? And then we will do a little housekeeping and then a raffle and we will be done. Everyone's good? Okay, so there are 3 ways to purchase doTERRA essential oils. Number 1 is retail, which I don't really recommend for anyone, but if you like spending more money, you can do that. It's 25% more to purchase retail. And the only reason I would say to do that, the only time you would do that is if you're in like a yoga studio or a chiropractor's office or something like that, and you're just buying like a one-off oil. But if you want to save money, then wholesale is the way to go, where you have like, it's like a Costco card for oils. So you pay a $35 membership fee and you get 25% off everything. And you have your own customer account. You get support from us, whoever invited you here, guiding you every step of the way with the oils. We have a, like I said, an educational Facebook group with lots of support. We set up a Zoom call, a wellness consultation after you get your oils so that we can give you one-on-one support to help you answer all your questions, help you get set up with what you're going to use the oils for and how you're going to use them. And we're always available to, you know, help with support as needed going forward after that. And then but this is, if you pay that $35 membership fee, then you can pick out whatever a la carte oils you want to get at that 25% off cost to get started. But the most cost-effective way is number 3, which is below wholesale. And that is the way that that Devin and I and Gail have gotten started with the oils. And it basically is great because the $35 fee is waived. So you don't even pay that. And it's you would get an oil package. And that's where a cross section of all the most popular oils, many of which we talked about today, are grouped together. And then a lot of times they come with a diffuser or they come with a couple supplements or something like that. And so that's the most cost-effective way because it's also below the wholesale cost. So you're saving money that way too. And I'm going to show you some of the most popular packages right after this. So here are 2 of them. So this one on the left, the Healthy Start package, has smaller bottles of oil. They are 5 milliliters, whereas the one on the right, the Home Essentials, has the larger bottles in most cases, except for the Deep Blue, which only comes in small. So the difference is basically one is 5 milliliters, one is 15. So with the Home Essentials package, you're getting 3 times the amount of oil for less than double the price. It's $160 versus $249, and you get a larger diffuser, even though it doesn't look larger in the picture, it is larger. And you save more money, obviously, off the wholesale cost. So with any package you get this month, I wanted to mention, which we have a slide in a couple of slides from now, that we have a great special where you get a $50 shopping spree, doTERRA shopping spree, if you get any of these packages that I'm showing you, which is really great because then you can customize for your needs what else we can help you, make suggestions of what else you may need besides what's in the package. So we always say, get the package that has the most oils that you think that you would want, and then based on your needs, and then you can always add on later. You can order on your own account at any time. And what else? And so there's also a difference in what oils themselves are in each of these kits. So the Healthy Start package has more of, let's say, the physical oils, the oils for immune support and things like that. That has oregano and tea tree and frankincense, and those are all great for immune boosting as well as for skin and other things too. The one on the right, the Home Essentials, comes with the more emotional oils. Let's say it comes with Adaptive, the one that I said was for stress and anxiety. It comes with Copaiba, which is like our CBD oil, which is very calming. Balance, which is our grounding and calming blend. But it also comes with some of those physical oils like lemon for detoxing and On Guard for immune support. Peppermint, both of them come with peppermint, both of them come with lavender, and the Digest Zen and Deep Blue. Digest Zen for digestive issues and Deep Blue for pain, and Breathe for respiratory. So, they have their base, basic oils, and then they kind of go in different directions in terms of the specification of what kinds of oils. but we can help you figure that out. This is just kind of giving you an overview. And then there's two other packages that are most popular. One is if you want to reduce the toxins in your home and replace them with, diffuse oils, let's say, instead of using those plugins, which have so many chemicals. I don't even want to get started with that, but there's been over 80,000 chemicals introduced into the market in the last 50 plus years, and fewer than 200 have been tested, even the slightest bit, by any governing body. So, we just don't know what's in all these products. And so it's better to, we help you to create a healthier lifestyle where you're reducing your toxic load and replacing chemical laden air fresheners, let's say, with something like this, a diffuser and a lot of really good smelling oils. And this one does include it's the smaller bottles, but it includes some of the more emotional oils, let's say. Serenity, which is a lavender vanilla blend, by the way. Cheer, which is like a spicy lemon. And Citrus Bloom, which is a nice citrus blend that has magnolia and lavender in it. One of my favorites. Has balance in it. So it has a bunch of different oils in it. And again, we can help you with that. You get a free diffuser when you get that package. And then if you're more interested in going the supplement route, this the Healthy Habits package was created by our chief medical officer, and that includes our Lifelong Vitality supplements, which I talked about, and Deep Blue Rub for pain, which is like a cream version of that oil for pain. And then it comes with Tangerine, which is great in your water and for detoxing, and in your diffuser for uplifting mood. Lavender, frankincense, balance, and On Guard. So you have immune support, you have calming, you have all different options, all different cross section of help with the oils there. And then it also comes with something I didn't talk about yet, but they are two of my most used products and my family's too. Probiotics, which is the PB Assist. And I don't know if you can see that. And then that's the probiotic. And then we have the digestive enzymes called doTERRA. So I don't know if you've heard about enzymes, but let me just start with the probiotics. So these are different because they're double coated. So they make it into your colon before they would break down in your stomach acids. And it's really pretty. Looks like it's from another world. Like maybe the movie The Matrix or something like that. But anyway, there's a prebiotic in here too. That's the liquid in the bottom. So that's also what sets us apart, because that is what the good bacteria eats basically to help it proliferate in your colon. So really great. We take these. I have a lot of digestive issues, and so does my family. I mentioned my husband's earlier. So we literally take these multiple times a day. Couldn't live without them. My kids too. And then because they inherited some of our digestive issues. And then Terrazyme enzymes break down the food in your stomach and help convert it to cellular energy. So I call it like a preventative Tums, basically. I don't even take Tums anymore. I just use these at every meal, and I give them to my kids at every meal. And since I've been doing that, my kids' skin, I'm not even kidding, like they're 14-year-old boys, they really hardly have acne now. And they used to have all these bumps on the back of their arm. And I'd say it's 2/3 gone, those bumps. And the dermatologist said, oh, that'll clear up when they're around 30. I was like, oh, that's nice. So I had heard that it worked for skin too, these Terrazyme enzymes, but it really does, because everything starts in the gut and with your digestive system. So really good products. So if you're thinking about those foundational supplements, like I said, the Healthy Habits package would be the way to go. And then we have perks for getting started soon. So we're going to have a form that I'm going to post after the class is over, a quick form to fill out just to say, give us your info, and then also let us know which package you may think about starting with. And you can also choose that you're not sure, and we'll just get in touch and let you know, help you decide based on your family's health and wellness needs, how can we best support you. And if you fill out that form within the first 24 hours, we send you a free bottle of wild orange when you get started with the oils. So we think that's a pretty good deal. And then we also, this month, it's really exciting. As I mentioned before, it's dollar days basically with doTERRA. So you get a $50 shopping spree only this month when you get started with an oil package. So they will credit your account with the $50 or 50 points, which is equal to $50 in oils, and you can choose whatever you want, and we can help you with that. So I think that's a really great deal. So as far as next steps, if you want the copy of this presentation, feel free to text me your email, or you can, if we are connected on Facebook or have been messaging or whatever, feel free to private message me or whoever invited you here. And then also I'm going to be posting not just the form to fill out, the interest form, like I said, so we can, know better how to help you, but also I'm going to be posting information about all the kits that I showed, the packages, so you can take a look at those individually on your own and kind of see what you think would be best for you and your family. But like I said, we really thrive on helping you with that as well. And we're more than happy to do that. And then once you get started with the oils, they come in less than a week, and there's information in there of how to get started with them as well. But you let us know when you get them, and we will set up a wellness consult. Like I said, a Zoom that's one-on-one. We give you our undivided attention and help you with everything to get you started. And then we also send you a welcome pack that has lots of goodies in it, like stickers for the tops of your bottles and empty roller bottles to get started with, and empty veggie caps that you can use to take oils internally with if you want, different samples of our deep blue rub and our toothpaste and all different goodies. So anyway, that's a perk as well. And we have lots of great education in our Facebook group, like I talked about. So we would add you to our VIP group as well. And we also have raffles every Friday too for our VIP members. So I think now I will stop. I'll say goodbye to the recording, and then we'll do our raffle for our prize right now. And for all of you wonderful people who have stuck with me till the end. And thank you for joining, those of you who are watching the recording, and please reach out so we can support you with the oils. Thank you. Have a good night.